Shusha. Oh yeah, one more. Come on. Go ahead. Come on, guys. Shh. Cool. So, guys, welcome to the Team Floppy Ears Dog Park. I just want to take the opportunity to explain the difference between going to an actual dog park and coming to my dog park. Sweet. So out here we've got Jax. Jax is obviously a little more vocal than the rest of these dogs. He's one of our more balanced dogs. He does a lot of our teaching for us. Pretty much our most valuable dog. He's out here. We call him the Sheriff for good reason, obviously. So out here we've got Sheriff Jax. We've got Ace, the Black Shepherd. Obviously we got Delilah here. She's a little German Shepherd female, about 1 year old. Big Kane, the Italian Mastiff. And don't mind Jax, he's just telling Kane to F off. I come out here and not only is it bathroom time, but it's obviously, hey, come on guys, this way. Utilize this opportunity to sort of study some dog behavior. People kind of ask a lot of questions about, well, how you don't get nervous. You know, a lot of people would get nervous with listening to what Jax is doing, but I understand Jax. I know Jax. I know he's doesn't have it in him to hurt anybody. He's just basically using his vocals to tell a dog basically what not to do. He's like doing some teaching. So one of the things I find pretty interesting about studying dog behavior is that a lot of the time they'll actually play in pairs, and they have the tendency of like switching off. Like right now it's Baby and Rosie, now it's Cody and Baby, it's Delilah and Ace, and God bless her, I think this is Lily and Jax, and just out here sort of being the, you know, like in a tennis match, you know, the tennis guy, he's just kind of watching over the thing. It's kind of like what I am, the moderator, if you will. You know, I don't really step in, like I was telling you earlier, I don't really step in and stop anything from happening unless something gets to be a little bit inappropriate. Otherwise, I really take it upon myself to let these dogs sort it out themselves. Of course, if things, hey, Cody. So I'll just like, hey, Cody, you're kind of getting a little overwhelming for the little dog, so. Jax doesn't like Ace all up in his shit, so he's like, hey man, step off. Some of the audience is actually probably watching this asking or thinking, hey, what's the difference between this and a dog park? Well, the difference is I have an understanding and a knowledge of each and every one of these dogs here. We have a history together. Like Delilah, I had her for 2 weeks. I know what she is and isn't capable of. Cody, he's just a freaking 6-month-old puppy. So obviously he's here playing with the 4-month-old pit bull puppy, Baby. Rosie's my dog, Jax is my dog. Ace, Kane, and Lily, they're all boarding dogs that I've had before. So this is a controlled environment, believe it or not. It may not seem like it, but I know exactly what I need to know about all these dogs in order for me to be confidently willing to let them all interact this way. The difference between a dog park is nobody knows anybody. Like maybe come on, I've seen you before, but it's just a much more uncontrolled environment. A lot of people don't really know dog behavior, so we'll try to gain control of this environment. Something I like to do is kind of do the old off switch where I just right in the middle of everybody playing, I just shut everything down. Kane, where's your collar? Sit. Good. Rosie, sit. Steady. Cody, sit. All right, so if I can't have control over there with my verbal commands, I'm just gonna chuck a leash on the one that's really being most of the nuisance. So, just to gain a little more control over what's happening here, I'm gonna put a leash on Cody. He's only a 5-month-old, so attention span, impulse control isn't really there. Ace, piss off. Jax, sit.
A few moments later.
Sit. Jax, sit. Baby, sit. Delilah, sit.
6.5 hours later.
Baby, sit. Delilah, sit. Ace. Steady.
Eventually.
These dogs, Jax is basically telling Kane to piss off because he doesn't really want somebody all up in his shit. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Jax telling Kane, hey man, I don't like that. I'm gonna tell you not to do it. That kind of makes it easier for me because then I don't have to do it. Sit. I got leashes on these particular dogs because we've actually come to a point where I kind of just want to shut all the interaction down. This is where we go into talking about what controlled socialization is. A lot of people go to the dog park and they just think, hey, I'm gonna unhook the carabiner and let all these dogs play with each other, and that's what socialization is. That's actually not what socialization is for dogs. What socialization is for dogs is the ability to consume the world around them in a way where they just don't lose their mind over it. Like they're used to it, they've been controlled, they've been socialized, right? This is a whole part of controlled socialization where I just shut down the whole thing, everybody stops playing, and we're just calm for a little bit. So I call it's just a balance. It's a balance between, hey, there's a time for when you guys can just play, and there's a time where we're just gonna have to shut down the operation. That gives me sort of more pull as a dog owner and as a leader, because I want to be able to tell the dog just on command when it's time to calm down. That's one of people's biggest struggles. Sit. Down. And it's easy to get a dog jacked up and excited. It's not very easy to get a dog to calm down when they're already aroused. So I'm basically teaching these two here, because they're new, that it's time to chill. Because if I didn't have the leash on them right now, it'd be really hard for me to get them to calm down. So this is kind of a trick of the trade for anybody at home looking to help teach their dogs when it's time to be crazy and have fun with each other and when it's not time. So I basically have the luxury of controlling them with the leash. Hey, sit. So I'll just step on those leashes right there so they can't go anywhere and I still have my hands. Hey, Jackson, come over here, bud. Good boy. Go ahead. Jack's just gonna tell you. Good boy. Look how manipulative these dogs are by nature. They just want to get up and do whatever it is they want to do. But unfortunately, I'm trying to teach them that there is somebody calling the shots. Down. So I might as well take this opportunity to point out that if I wasn't controlling the game right now, all these dogs certainly wouldn't be here just chilling. So a lot of people ask me, hey, how do I get my dog to just chill? I guess a simple answer would be practice being chill. Sit. Sit. There's gonna be a lot of decisions that the dogs are gonna wanna make. Sit. Okay, I kinda gotta be a little chill right now, because any false move, I could have any one of these dogs break their commands. But I really like what's happening right now. If I ever talk about controlled socialization, this is precisely what I'm talking about. It's really easy to get dogs jacked up and excited. As you can see, Mr. Cameraman, Adam, it's not easy to get him unexcited. So, in the case of how do I get my dog to be a little more chill, it comes down to practicing being a little more chill, especially around other dogs. This is where we teach them an off switch. They'll be in full-blown play mode. I'll come in here, I say, hey guys, it's time to chill. Hopefully baby doesn't come in here and mess everything up, so I'm gonna try to put her in a little bit of a sit. Sit. Ah. Hey. So I'm not going to require all of them to be in a down. I just want to make sure everybody understands that right now is not playtime. Cody, come on, bud. Hey, there's going to be a lot of times where the dogs are going to want to make decisions on their own. So I'm going to have to reinforce things. Cody, down. Good boy. Delilah, sit. Good, sit. Steady. Rosie's over here trying to be a little slaza. Ace, sit. Good boy. Down. Good boy, Ace. So once I feel like everybody's done a really good job, and it's time to go back to interacting how we were just before we made sure everybody understood that they just need to be calm for a little bit, I'm gonna use a little word called B-R-E-A-K. I'm not gonna say it until it's time to do that. And when I do, I'm kind of gonna accentuate my body a little bit and kind of like let it be known that it's really time to, okay guys, break! Good job! And now they can go back to doing it, whatever it is that they really feel like doing, and I'll go back to being the moderator, making sure nobody gets out of line, letting them communicate to each other and do as they will. And that's pretty much it. Appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been Team Floppy Ears TV with my big homie Adam's production. And yeah, just a small lesson on why dog parks suck and the TFE dog park rules. We'll catch you next time. Come on, guys.